see who comes out on top to try and get into that grand finals and face off against the Chuds. Is it going to be Froyotech or is it going to be the Wall? And you called it expertly. It is actually going to be Sandblast here on Sniper, and Sai is going to be on Scout. So kind of a mixture of what we were both saying, and Ash immediately going to try and get behind, does get in behind, but Sandblast takes down Benny. That's going to be a dead demo. Now everyone else on Froyotech have to try and scramble around. They want to try and take down Sin Karma. They do take down Sin Karma. Ash with a nice bomb, cleans that one up. Sandblast finds another on the Branch Slam. Sai and Soar finding one apiece. It's only going to be Indus running out, is going to be able to escape through Cliff. Meets back up with Ben. He's got two players right in front of him. Going to be doing enough to defend his medic. Might find one onto Side. Nice air sticky. You don't see too many of those, but that is still going to be a 1 mid for the Wall.
A great start for the Wall there. I mean, yes, Sandblast immediately coming up on the Sniper and getting a pick onto Banny there, forcing Froyo to kind of scramble for a pick there, and they weren't able to find the med. So it's going to be up to them to maybe try to push on a disadvantage situation. Soar finding a trade somewhere in there, but both teams going to be still looking to make some space, and it looks like they find a pick in response for Froyo, but unfortunately they lose Sin Karma here. Uber comes out on the side of Froyo, and the Uber's a little bit better for the Wall. They clean up Patty and Banny, and they might be able to clean up the rest of this combo here. Ooh. It looks like they are going to be able to get this Soldier. Med is going to be able to get out, but that is, I mean, that's a great cleanup for the Wall there. They're going to be able to hold this point for already a minute on the timer, a minute lead. No forward hold from them. Looks like they're just going to be letting Froyo walk out here, being down a player. They weren't able to initiate that, but it looks like a refight here on the mid. Soldier coming in, trying to get the demo. Almost gets him. Oh, he gets him.
Yeah,
Sin goes down.
Gonna go down there. Yite being very aggressive is gonna be able to capture up the point, but they do lose two to try and do it. And we didn't also mention it, but Patty and Yite have swapped. So Yite is gonna be on Soldier, and Sandblast takes down Patty on Scout. So maybe trying to change things up based off their matchup versus the Chuds. I mean, Patty played Scout on a top level before, so that's not too surprising. Yite, I don't think he's necessarily played Soldier. He's played Soldier in a lot of pugs. He played a demo in a season of Invite as well, but I'm going to see how well he can do as the Uber comes out from Froyotech. Branch Slam charging across the point. Didn't find anything except the counter force, as now they're going to try and re-aggress. Froyotech are trying and get across the point. Both soldiers from Froyo going in super deep behind, over by Cliff. Ash just jumping around, trying to be a nuisance for as long as possible. Collapses in onto Sandblast. Soar finds one onto Ash, and Froyotech going to be capturing up the point. Interesting that they are not delaying for their spawners. They're just getting the guaranteed cap time instead, as they have 2:30 on the clock and only a minute left for the Wall.
Only a minute left, but with some Uber ad for Froyo, they're looking to maybe hold this, but with no Ubers yet, the Wall is looking to make an early push. Their Soldier going in for the bomb, almost finds Indus, but Indus is going to barely be able to get out in main, and they lose 3 for it here, going for the 4-man. Unfortunately, it is not going to be enough as the Wall gets ready to reset here for an even push. But great defense there. I mean, Indus just barely surviving, but great defense there by Froyo, being able to keep that Uber and not able to force. And now they're going to get ready here. Oof, Banny already gets headshot by Sandblast, trying to peek this angle through concrete. Sandblast making his presence known, and with a lot of damage out, Patty ends up going down.
Oh, Ash
Oh,
takes
wow,
down
Ash.
Soar. He's decided to swap off onto the Sniper as well. Sai going to be able to take down Guy. Just chaos on the field, but luckily for Froyotech, it's chaos that's happening while they have control of the point. Branch Slam getting very aggressive onto Dingo. Now Sin Karma walks across the point. The Uber coming out from both teams. Branch Slam forcing that one off. Sai chasing in super deep, trying to maybe catch out Indus, but not going to be able to do so. Dingo finds one on the Bandy on the flank over there. Is barely going to be able to escape through Connector, and that's going to be enough for the Wall to capture up the point. Only a minute left. Froyotech did well to get it down to a minute on their end, but now they've got to get it right back up. And Sandblast getting a nice pick onto Ash, winning that SBS, getting them player advantage as well as a lot more presence on the field. They can peek all of these angles for free, and because of it, they take down Branch Slam Patty, trying to go for a wraparound play. Also going to get taken down by Dingo, and this is looking really, really good for the Wall.
Oh, man. Very, very good for the wall. With 30 seconds left, it's looking like they're going to be able to take this first round here. It is even Uber, so it's up to Froyo to get out of main and make the exchange, but they lose Banny trying to get out of main, and that's going to be a huge loss here. They do find 2 in response, thankfully, so they're going to still try to make the push out. I mean, they have no choice with 13 seconds left. The wall is just looking to hold this with their Uber, and with slightly better Uber than Froyo, they're looking to use in here, and Froyo doesn't have Uber yet. They're still having to kite it, but with 1 second left, they have to get on the point. They have a scout capping it, and oh wow, they collapse perfectly onto the wall and get that point back, just barely, with overtime. Now Froyo able to capture that point and slowly bring this time back, with a minute left, setting up a forward hold. They do have slight Uber ad, so they're just looking to hopefully, you know, lock them out, trying to get them out of a 4-man, but the wall already pushing out a cliff here. Making some quick space, but Sora goes down a little bit early.
Oh, they're just mulching.
Froyo getting some bombs in. Oh my goodness, they get absolutely destroyed in Valley, and now with 40 seconds left, the wall is, they're looking to have to make a play pretty quick here.
They are going to have to make a play very quick. They're going to opt to go out through the left side. Sandblast is preemptively on the Pyro in case there's anyone there, but there's no one there, so really the Pyro not super worth it. It does suspend Ash in the air. He gets a nice reflect kill with it, so maybe it was something, worth something. What do I know? Sandblast now going to swap off back onto Scout, and this is going to have to be an Uber exchange from the side of the wall. Both teams do have Uber. They're going to have to force out the Uber from Froyotech and also get some time onto the point, as now they do run in. They get the counter force from Froyotech. Now they have to play this post Uber a lot better. They find an early pick out onto Patty. Seems like it's looking a little bit better for the wall. Sim cover, nice pick onto Baby, into Falls as well. Yite all going down. Grand Slam. Only Ash left alive, and that's not enough. It's going to be the first round for the wall.
Strong start from the wall. Sandblast walking straight out onto point with the sniper. Now he's gonna be, okay, he's going spy. He's just going to spy to make sure, you know, see if Froyo was gonna respond with their own sniper at the start. But Sandblast is gonna be looking to walk out here once again on the cliff side, maybe looking for an early pick here. But Froyo now knows what the wall is looking for here, so they're gonna have to be careful. And Banny goes down once again to an early stick from Sin Karma. They do respond finding the demo trade, but more go down on the side of Froyo, and that's going to be advantage for the wall yet again. Patty trying to find a quick kill in behind, gets the sniper, but he's 2 health. Maybe going to make a play here, supporting the other scout. He helps Brain Slam get another kill on the scout, and now the Med is alone on the side of...
Oh my
Sin
goodness. Karma actually did
Sin Karma.
Get down, Mr. President. He took that rocket for Hubert to get out there. Without him there, Hubert was a dead fish swimming. And now it's now going to be instead an opportunity for the wall to get right back in. They are going to have Uber advantage. Sandblast still up on that sniper as Yite is over by Cliff. Going to be bombing around. Get some nice damage off onto Hubert, but not enough to get the kill. Sandblast finds one onto Banny, Sai another onto Patty, and this has been a very good Uber so far for the side of a wall. Ash maybe a little bit caught out here by Cliff. Tries to go for a hero shot onto the medic, misses it. And that is going to be now an opportunity for them to capture up the point, and also maybe to try and do some type of forward hold. Going to be hard considering they do have a sniper, so they don't really have anyone in position to help their demo over by Cliff. But Froyotech maybe recognizing this can try and shove that area.
Absolutely, and with them being a little bit passive with the hold, they're just looking for Froyo to try to walk out here. But with a little bit of advantage, Froyo is going to try to get in here. Banny walking onto concrete with very, very low health, almost goes down, but is not going to. And with them slowly making the space here, they're gonna have to make a play or do something quick if they want to keep this Uber advantage. And it looks like they might be going for something here. Uber's the demo in. Banny going for a play here, trying to find the Med. Med almost gets caught out, but he leaves main, and they're not gonna be able to find him. Hubert gets out, and that's gonna be Uber advantage for the wall. Froyo gets cap time, but with a slight time advantage for the wall, it's going to be pretty good for them as they Uber back in here with full ad. Hopefully they're going to try to find the Med here on the side of Froyo, as Froyo's setting up a forward hold, trying to lock them out, trying to make it as difficult as possible for them to make it out of here without suffering some kind of damage or losing players. And they right there, they lose Soar. They're going to lose Dingo here. They do find Ash, but the Uber comes out and it's a little bit too late as Froyo's team is very, very far out. They have full Uber advantage now. Soldier trying to get in on
nice
Cliff here, but the scout Brand Slam almost gets denied off of that fence, but it is going to be the Soldier that goes down. And now Froyo with the full Uber advantage looking ready to push back in here. Very even times, both teams at around 1 minute 45 seconds on the cap. A Soldier going in for an early bomb, trying to get the force. He gets air shot deleted by the Soldier and Scout on the side of Froyo, and now they're responding with their own bombs. With 2 players down, they have a player advantage. They find Sync Karma as well, and with that, they don't even have to use Uber. They get the point back. 1 minute 30 on the side of the wall, and pretty much 1 minute 30 on the side of Froyo. Again, very even times.
It is very even. Seems like Soar and a Dingo gonna go Cliff, just try and deny Banny any opportunity to set up there. Really just testing him in those scenarios. It's worked out the 2 times that they've done it. Now, the wall gonna try and walk forward, but no, it's gonna be Froyotech with an aggressive Uber. Banny bombing it, gets onto Hubert immediately. That is the pipe Jesus, the sticky Jesus that we have known so many seasons ago, but Indus is also gonna get cleaned up there. Soar wrapping around, wants to try and take down Patty, is gonna be able to take down Patty, but it doesn't matter. Froyotech, they have the players up, and they are gonna be able to keep control of the point. It is gonna be Uber advantage for the wall, considering Hubert did go down a lot earlier there, so Indus gonna be at 20% dissat, but it's gonna be a very, very close fight if they do take it, and both teams have snipers up. Brand Slam on Sniper and Sandblast.
Yep, we're gonna be both looking for angles here, and Sandblast already finds a pick onto Patty there. That's gonna be a good opening for them, but Brand Slam responds with a pick onto Sandblast, taking that sniper down, winning the SVS, and now Froyo, with only 40 seconds left on the cap, they can play it a little bit slower, but not too much slower because the wall is right behind them with only about 1 minute left on the cap as well. So now with Banny going down, a lot of aggression coming out from the wall, and they're going to find a good trade there. Unfortunately, losing Karma in the process, and with Uber advantage for the wall, I mean, if they just play this together, which it looks like they are, they might be able to convert this into another round, but I mean, Patty's not giving them all the space. Brand Slam is winning the SVSs on Sandblast, and now it's up to the wall to Uber in here. Oh my goodness, he gets absolutely denied. Banny denies him with the pipe there on that Uber Scout, and now they're able to walk back in here with full Uber advantage. They find Soar before having to use the Uber. They find another player. They find Dingo, and now the Uber comes out, just cleaning players up. They find 3, and now with the wall having to back out from Cliff, Froyo is back on the point with only 20 seconds left. I mean, very close still. 30 seconds for the wall.
Very, very close. Seems like Ash is going to get in position to maybe try and go for some type of bomb, as everyone else on the wall is going to be walking forward. They want to get this cap up as quick as possible. Now Ash comes in with the bomb, lands on Hubert, does a lot of damage, but not enough to get the kill. That's Patty running across the point. Yite comes in to try and get the medic. They do get the medic, as everyone else on Froyotech aggresses forward to try and get this capture up in their favor. But Sin Karma's just doing so much damage here. It's going to be Sai. Can he get the kill onto Indus? No, Indus saves himself with a crucial arrow to live just a little bit longer. Now it's only going to be Sin Karma blocking the point for the meantime. He's going to be a very easy death in 8 seconds for the wall to respond. Dingo doing a fadeaway bomb. Someone's going to stand on the point very quickly. It might have to be him. Can anyone get there in time? Oh, he just barely gets on there. It is going to be Sword, but he dies on the point. And that is going to be Froyotech taken around.
Very, very back and forth. Very close game. Both teams almost making it to overtime. Pretty much making it to overtime. So, Froyo clearly finding their response to Sandblast Sniper. They're still not ready to run it full time yet. They're like, you're not giving us enough of a problem yet. But if you need to bring Brand Slam out to snipe you, we will. But for this, hopefully for this next mid, I mean, Froyo's been losing players on these last couple mids, and it looks like they've already lost Ash a little early. Losing Banny yet again. It looks like they're going to have to try to respond with a pick on the Sin Karma, but they lose 3, lose 4, and that's going to be another 1 mid for the wall. I mean, Froyo's not been able to get these first fights out, especially with Sandblast on Sniper, dealing 150s or dealing headshots.
Yeah, Sandblast has been doing a lot of great work, and Banny kind of the first to fall a lot in those opening team fights, which is not what you want when you know he can do so much damage, and not having that out there in your team's favor can be so detrimental. Now, Froyotech, they have to try and figure out some way to attack at this point. Sandblast still on the Sniper, going to make peeking these choke points and getting information so much harder, so they instead decide to just pop around the corner. They do get the counterforce out from the wall, but Indus, a nice surf to safety. Same can't be said for Brandslam, who dies over by Connector. Ash, also very weak. Patty comes in, draws some attention to bail his partner out there, but he does go down, and that is going to be Yite bombing across the point, not finding anything. Now a very aggressive bomb. They're all trying to sack in to get in on to the medic Hubert, but Hubert, nice, safe, and sound, gonna be alive, and they want to try and aggress in on the point. In the super duper weak, he's lucky that Dingo didn't have a rocket loaded and instead decided to go for the spoon, because I think a rocket at that close range would have sent him back to the respawn room. But still, really great stuff from the wall. A minute down on the clock in their favor already.
Absolutely. I mean, from this first fight alone, already down to almost half the time they need to take a second round here, and Froyo's they're definitely gonna be looking to switch up their plans here, get Brandslam back on Sniper, and deal with that Sandblast situation. And ooh, there you go. He finds a pick onto Sin Karma in response for all those picks on the Froyo, or onto Froyo's demo. So now it's gonna be up to the wall to maybe get an Uber off here. It's not the best. They're trying to find the force, but it's not going to be enough. They do find Patty with a pick there, but they're not going to find the force. So now Froyo with full Uberad is going to be able to push out here. They find Sai as they push out, and once again, that's going to be even more of an advantage for them to hopefully take this point back. But with a minute left already for the wall, it's going to be a lot for them to work on here. As, oh my god, Soldier comes in, gets a beautiful force onto Indus there, as that's going to be Uber advantage for the wall walking out on the cliff here.
It's going to be
a big lead.
Yeah, very big lead in terms of time advantage. Around about a minute versus 240 for Froyotech, and Brandslam takes down Sin Karma. Good opening, finds another onto Hubert. That's an amazing pick for Brandslam. Now, as long as they can keep their own medic alive, but they can't.
No.
Soar comes in, takes down Indus. Dingo finds one. Soar finds another. Sai, another as well. Everyone just getting mulched right now. It's going to be Patty. He does find a fair few, actually, on the scout, and he's going to might try and see if he can get one more. It's only going to be Sin Karma and Hubert here on this point, and actually those plays by Patty bought Froyotech a lot of time, but it's not going to be enough to delay or stop the capture coming out from the wall. And they've only got a minute left on the clock.
Yes, they do. With only a minute left, Soldier trying to go in and make a play here. They do find Soar, but they're gonna have to they do get a lot of cap time, but they need to get a little bit something more here and bring this lead back down. They are finding the player advantage as the wall has to back out here, but with no Uber advantage, it's gonna be even Ubers. And with no players to forward hold, looks like they're just gonna have to. They're looking to play around their Sniper, maybe look for a cliff play as the wall walks back up here. I mean, they have a lot of time to work with here. Minute 45 left for Froyo, so. Soldier's going in here, trying to get some damage. Definitely trying to get force off. 4-man does not go through, so now they're just going to reset, play for an even push. And, you know, the wall's chilling. They still have a minute on Froyo. The time is ticking down, though, so if they do end up failing this push, it is going to start to look dicey.
It is going to look dicey if they do fail, but the question is, what can Sandblast do on the Pyro? Reflect those rockets. He got a reflect kill last time, and is actually buying his team a lot of space. Everyone on Froyotech is going to have to back out, and a lot of them actually on fire. Ash goes down because of the detonator flares there, so that is going to be a good opening pick for the wall. It finds another on the Banny at this point. He's just being a nuisance instead of being on a Sniper here on the Pyro, but Uber comes out, but they don't really get any space with it. They do get the counter force from Froyotech, pretty surprising, but they lose Hubert in the post fight, and now this is going to have to be a little bit of desperation here for the wall. It's not all down and out. They still got a few seconds to work with, but all of these kills, all of these plays matter so much more here. Brand Slam taking down Sword. Yite takes down Dingo. Seems like Froyotech have come alive finally in this last fight. They're going to be able to hold on to this point, but they got one more wave ahead of them. They're not going to be enough time to get their Uber either team, so it's going to be one more dry fight to see if Froyotech can take a second round, or if the wall can kindly capture up this point yet again.
One more dry fight will decide it for the wall here. They had a huge lead, and now they're down with 29 seconds left, and Froyo about to get the point on overtime. It's up to the wall here. They do find an early pick, but they do lose 2 players already, evening it up. Oh, they lose 3. This might look bad for the wall here. They're trying to delay the cap for their spawners, but Uber comes in from the side of Froyo, Uber ad, and now they're just able to clean it up, stand on the point for the overtime, and take this round. That's going to be the second round for Froyo. Very, very good plays by them. It was good kiting.
Really, really good kiting from Froyotech, making it a 2-1 game, and it's pretty impressive considering, like you said, these mids have not been going Froyotech's way, and every time the wall have been able to get a good chunk of time on the board in their favor, but Froyotech able to at least capture the point up once and then just hold on to it, fighting tooth and nail to stay on top, and because of that, going to be on top, but immediately Sandblast takes down Banny. I've said he's kind of been the early pick on these mid fights, and Sandblast proving it true yet again. Dingo now going to try and go around, meets Ash, is going to die to him, so the player advantage actually favoring Froyotech for the meantime, but they're a lot further away from the point, so the wall have a bit more presence on it.
A bit more presence, but no cap on the point for either team yet. They do lose Soar and Sandblast. Sandblast playing a little bit forward there, and now it's finally going to be in the favor of Froyo for this first mid fight. The wall losing 2 there and just electing to give it up. Now they're going to look to push back out here through their main. It is even Uber, so both teams looking to take an exchange here. Hopefully, both teams looking to get the force first, obviously. Get the better Uber and get some good damage off when the Ubers go out. But Wall making some space here, trying to walk up on the point, just trading projectiles. A lot of players very low on the side of Wall, though. A lot of aggression coming in, and there we go. Brand Slam responds with the pick onto the Wall's demo, and now he gets Psy as well. 2 down for the Wall, and they get the force immediately after that. Froyo, with a full Uber advantage, now able to hold on to this point for almost a minute. And oh my goodness, Brand Slam is activated with another pick onto the side of Wall, and now Soldier coming in for a play onto the Froyo Sniper, trying to finally take him out. He's been causing such a problem, but he's not able to do it. Dingo goes down, and now
oh my god,
goodness. Brand Slam is just activated. The leading players left and right, and they get the point for a second, but Froyo's right back onto it. It's wall caps for only 10 seconds, and now Froyo's back into it with almost a minute and a half left on the timer.
Only a minute and a half, and this is looking so much better for Froyotech compared to all of the previous rounds. And actually, Ed's going to be able to get onto Indust. Dingo finds another onto Yite, so that is exactly what the wall needed to get back in. But what they didn't need was Brand Slam, just headshotting their medic so casually from Connector. And that is a crucial shot, because even though the wall have been able to get out of the forward hold position that they were faced with, they are now going to have to capture up the point. They're not going to have the Uber advantage that they previously did from that great play Dingo made onto Indus. Now they're going to have to try and do what Froyotech has done in all the rounds prior. Hold on to this point like it is the only thing worth doing, and if they want any chance of winning this round or winning this game, that's exactly what they've got to do.
Absolutely, and as Froyo slowly makes their way up onto this point here, knowing they have the time advantage, knowing they have the round lead, knowing, they have, the Brand Slam's a little bit on fire here. Sandblast is still finding picks onto Froyo's demo here, unfortunately. Even as Froyo tries to push out and Brand Slam causes problems, Sandblast is still right there. getting picks of his own, and they're able to hold this point and slowly get the time down. Only 2 minutes for the wall, but they still have a minute to go as Froyo has just about a minute on the clock. Froyo making some space here onto the point, getting some cap time. Uber comes out from the side of the wall. It's not going to be a great Uber as they're not really able to find much, and now Froyo's able to walk back in with full Uber ad.
Nice 2 kills, takes down Bademo and the medic. Great stuff there. Now Dingo just trying to stay alive. Sandblast finds one onto Ash, but Grand Slam immediately responds right back with a headshot of his own, and Dingo now going to be collapsed upon by so many players from the wall. They're setting up for maybe another forward hold. Banny very aggressive on Cliff just to say the least, as Sin Karma just trying to see if he can maybe get in for free before everyone on Froyotech sets up. But now Froyotech getting into positions. Grand Slam standing up on a little cheeky window sill. I don't think many people know about that spot. It's going to back up, rotate around, but this is going to be a very do or die push for the wall if they want any chance of getting back into this round. No, but the Pyro just gets immediately headshot. Yite is going to fall, so that is one silver lining, and Sin Karma goes in, is going to be able to get the force out. That's another silver lining for the wall, but they don't have too many of them, as Sai is going to be running forward, and they expended everyone there, so Hubert wasn't building in all that time. They still have to wait a couple seconds before he gets his Uber, meaning that this push has been pushed down to the wire even more so.
Absolutely. With 10 seconds left for Froyo, this is the wall's final push for this round. Do or die. If they die, it is over for them. If they just need to take this point here, but Bandy going in immediately gets the force on the med, and they are just gonna they're just gonna take that force. They find, oh my goodness, no, they collapse on a lot of Froyo, but Bandy going in for that immediate force means it's a little bit of a nerve-wracking situation for the wall. They have to hold this point. They can't let Froyo cap it once, and they're sitting at full disad here. So this forward hold means a lot right now because they're already down a round and they don't want to go down yet another round. It will not be the best for their mental or their momentum. Not to mention just how much of a tall order it is to come back from 1 to 3. I mean, Banny, unfortunately, going down there, trying to push out, that is gonna buy the wall some more time. Soldiers going in for the double bomb, but they're both low, and unfortunately both go down. This is looking like a good hold for the wall. They still have player advantage, and they're able to hold the space.
Yeah, Indus trying to survive, runs out with Patty, is going to get gunned down. Indus just barely making it back to spawn. Banny, the last one left alive, and now they're the ones down to the wire. They only have 20 seconds. Grand Slam on the sniper. I don't know if I agree with it, but if you hit the shots, it could work. Sin Karma waiting for an arrow. Grand Slam just running in, see if he can do a hero shot onto the medic. It doesn't quite connect, and now the Uber has come out for the wall just to be super aggressive here. Be super aggressive and get onto the point. Froyotech are trying to do so. Banny hits a nice pipe, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And that is 2-2. Froyotech losing and the wall winning a round. And it's been very interesting, Sir Jaden. Every time a team gets a very nice early advantage, they lose the round. You know, Froyotech, they had a good early advantage in that round. They lost it. And then the 2 prior rounds, it was the wall who had a nice early advantage from winning mid, and they lost it. So very, very back and forth.
Very back and forth. And both teams pretty much getting all of the cap time down on each side before it's really the final fight. So you can tell how much these teams really want it here. They want to get to the chuds. So Froyo getting in here, Patty getting an early pick here on the Sandblast, and they find the med as well. So this is going to be a huge start for Froyo as long as they can keep Indus alive, and it looks like they do. Final few players on the wall just sacking in, trying to make a play, but it's not going to be it as Froyo slowly cleans the last player up and gets the point. Once again, Banny going down on that mid. He's been struggling to stay alive on pretty much all of these mids. I don't know if it's just the sniper, but maybe it's him and some extra pressure going on. Oh my goodness, Indus almost going down to Dingo, but he lives on almost 20. That was almost a great drop from him. Not going to be enough as Froyo's still able to walk out with full Uber advantage and take this fight. Look for Hubert here. Hubert's already low. He got sniped by Brand Slam. He's walking all the way back to spawn. But that might have been what they needed, as now Froyo used their Uber, and they're not able to find the med at all.
They haven't found the med, and Indus is running away. I should note that no one has capped in all of this time. No one has gotten the first point or gotten the first time ticking down in their favor. Now finally it's actually going to be Sandblast and the rest of his team doing it. The wall technically winning that mid after such a chaotic fight. Sai is behind, no one has necronized him, and he has gotten a lot of damage out onto Indus. Not enough to get the kill, but enough to force a lot of Froyotech players back. Doesn't stop them from getting onto the point, but a little cheeky hiding spot from Sai, just literally right behind everyone, just staring at their backs. But Froyotech waiting, now delaying for their respawner in Ash. They got Brand Slam up on the rock, just watching that cliffside areas. Now the bomb comes in from Sin Karma, leading the charge and doing a lot of Sandblast on the chase, as well as they just trying to see if he can get one. Does find Bang, so that is going to be a dead Demo Man once again. Headshots ringing off, no one dying just quite yet though. It's going to be Yite, very aggressive bomb, maybe trying to bail out Ash, but it isn't going to work. Ash does go down. Patty does find two. Sandblast and Dingo both going to be going down, so it is going to be even in terms of players right now on the field, but it is going to be a little bit better for the wall. They are going to be a player and a Uber just said for the moment. Froyotech now going to be coming in with their own Uber. Sai might get caught out here, does. Now Froyotech is going to open things wide up for them.
Absolutely, and with no snipers on the side of the wall, it is free reign for Brand Slam to headshot as he pleases. Does not have to worry about the SVS. Dingo goes down and Sin goes down as well, trying to get the med force, but it is not enough. Indus does not use, and now Froyo gets the point right back. I mean, these teams are just trading 30 seconds for 30 seconds, and it's still very, very close, just going back and forth. So we're going to see the wall walk out here. Looks like they were getting ready for a forward hold, but noticing that Froyo is not electing to take it and just trying to play around their sniper, play around Brand Slam, getting good picks. Sandblast actually opting to walk the Pyro out. No, he switched back to the Scout. And now they're looking to make a play here with even Ubers as Froyo matches the time for the point with the wall, slowly taking the lead. Uber comes in from the side of the wall. They're looking for something here, trying to find any damage on the demo. They cannot find it. And now the Uber comes in from the side of Froyo. They do have players behind on the wall, but everyone is set up and ready to clean up. They're still looking for damage on players. They get two on the side of the wall, but three go down, including the med for Froyo. And that's going to be it for them. The wall is able to clean up and get that point right back with some ad.
Yeah, they are going to have a little bit of ad. They don't have ad in terms of the time, still favoring Froyotech just by around about 20 or so seconds, but they do have to worry about trying to push out from this forward hold that the wall have now concocted. Just a classic forward hold, and because of that, Brand Slam going to be up on the Pyro, trying to do what Sandblast did just a few rounds ago, and is going to get actually deleted by the aggression from the soldiers. But Hubert is going to go down. Ash is all the way in the backlines, doing really great work. Oh my God, Ash with a nice rocket takes down Soar, who is on the chase. Actually types out a little don't in chat right there, so feeling himself right now is Ash, and with that kill on the Hubert and that nice kill on the Soar, you can understand why Froyotech moving forward gonna be getting onto the point, and then now gonna be capturing it up. Time in favor of the wall, but only by a hair.
Absolutely, and the wall looking for some type of play here, maybe a sack or a force, but playing at Uber disadvantage, trying to fight for the point. Froyo most likely, I mean, with a pick already, they're definitely going to be looking to go in here, Uber in and look for the med, but double bomb coming in for the soldier, going for the force. They do almost get someone. They get the force on Indus finally, but it is not going to be enough as Hubert's going to go down as well. So their sack is all for naught. Froyo once again able to hold that point, and now with only 40 seconds left, they have about a 20-second lead against the wall here, setting up a forward hold, trying to lock them out. Soldier comes in. They do unfortunately lose Ash, so that is going to get the wall out onto the point here, but they only have 30 seconds to fight this. So with a dry fight coming in here, neither team having Uber, Soar's going to go down a little early. Bomb's going to come in. unfortunately going to find the demo on the side of the wall and find a few more as Froyo loses their demo as well. So that means the wall is able to take this space slowly and maybe cap the point up. But Froyo already has all the cap time and has brought it to overtime. So the wall has a bit of work to do here. They have a minute left on the cap. So once again, this is a do or die situation. They can't really mess up. They can't.
Sandblast wants to take this Uber aggressively, maybe, and they are going to use the Uber. I saw the vision from Sandblast. He knew that they have Uber advantage, but unfortunately for him, Uber just wasn't in position, so they had to just delay a little bit. And now they're going to be at an even worse position. They're going to be at Uber full 100% to use India, and this is going to be so dangerous and so precarious for the wall to try and navigate. They have to get this out from Indus, not lose anyone, and then win the refight. Dingo gets the Uber out. Froyotech barreling forward. Can they get any kills with it? They find one onto Dingo. They find another onto Sandblast. So much damage off onto Sai. Sin Karma all gonna fall. It's only gonna be Soar and Hubert, the last ones left alive. Doesn't matter. Froyotech take a third round.
Third round for Froyotech, and once again, very hard fought. Only 10 seconds left on the point for the wall, so, I mean, these teams are not giving it to each other easy. Once again, for pretty much the third or fourth round in a row, both teams have pretty much capped up all the time and are really fighting for this down to the last second. So we're going to see what both teams will do here. Both teams pulling up the sniper to start off. Brand Slam and Sandblast, a bit of an SBS situation. Both looking for some headshots here. He does find one on a Dingo, and they do convert it into a kill. This is going to be an early pick for Froyo as they take some space here. And unfortunately, they do lose Patty in the process. Soldier going in for a bomb, though, trying to find Hubert. Unfortunately, does not get it. And with even players now and no sniper on the side of the wall, they are going to elect to leave and give Froyo the point to start off.
Froyotech gonna have control of the point early on. Brand Slam on that rock, just being the all-seeing eye, locking down all of these angles. But now everyone on the wall, they're trying to walk forward. Doesn't matter. Brand Slam finds one onto Soar. The wall a little bit scared. They're gonna have to back up, play around this rock just in case they don't want to use this Uber. In which case, Brand Slam might have something to say about that if he hits a connects a shot. But they're getting a lot of time onto the point. Nice stuff from Sin Karma to take down Brand Slam. They don't have to worry about that anymore. But now they do get the Uber out from Froyotech. Both Ubers have been used, exchanged onto the point. Patty running around just trying to get as much flashing out from the wall as possible, and is going to be able to escort Indus back out to safety. So the wall, good job. They did get the point, but they lose one in Sandblast, so Froyotech are going to be immediately trying to repush this with their player advantage and the faster respawners. Dingo jumping around, might go for a rebomb and trying to collapse in onto Indus. Does a lot of damage, but can't find the kill. Banny finds so many there. Brand Slam finds another onto Soar, and that is going to be Froyotech winning the repush very well, and still going to be roundabout even on time.
Yep, great aggression coming in from Froyo, recognizing that, you know, since their sniper was down, the wall sniper was down, they just immediately went in off that and were able to convert that into keeping the point. But unfortunately, Ash goes down as the wall is looking to push out through concrete here. Sandblast looking for an angle, but goes down to Brand Slam, once again winning the SBS against once again winning the SBS against Sandblast. And now, I mean, it's just a scuffle here. They're looking for the med, but unfortunately they're not going to be able to find it. And Froyo with the point already a minute ahead of the wall. They have a bit of work to do as they cap it up. Froyo not letting them cap it up easy. They do find Soar on the point, and they're looking to find Sin Karma. They do. And now with 2 picks down, including the demo, Froyo's going to be able to cap the point right back up and keep that minute lead, bring it even bigger, or make it even longer. And now there might even, you know, they might even take the round.
Yeah, they could.
Off the Sandblast is struggling to get through.
Sandblast is struggling, but seems like they finally found a little bit of space over on the right side by Cliff. Sin Karma just trying to shoot some stickies across the point. Banny trapping off Fried Rock just in case anyone tries to bomb or gets some high ground over there. But Grand Slam opens things up with a nice shot onto Sandblast. Now the Uber is going to come out for the wall. Can they get anything with this? They do get a bit of flashing from Froyotech, but Grand Slam with another nice headshot onto Dingo just makes this push so futile for the wall as Side tries to go in onto Indus, doesn't find anything, does a little bit of damage, and Froyotech have had control of the point all throughout this. I think Sandblast is up on Pyro just to knock Grand Slam off, you know, make it harder for him to hit those shots, but no, he's here on the scout. We actually have the full complete roster for the wall now in the dying stages of this match. Is it going to be enough for them to cap up the point, or is Froyotech going to be able to go into grand finals?
Froyotech trying to keep just by as much time as they can. Headshot coming out from Grand Slam. Now knowing he doesn't have to deal with any more snipers. I mean, he's won the SVSs, and now Froyo's winning these battles with 4 down on the side of the wall. It looks like they're just going to cap this point right back up. And with 11 seconds left, this might be it for Froyo. Only 10 seconds left for the side of the wall. They have to roll out immediately and go. And I mean, there's not enough time. Froyo set up the forward hold, and Scout walking onto the point, maybe able to get it. No. Froyo gets it 2-4. And they're going to be the ones to win losers finals and bring themselves back to the rematch with the Chuds. The Chuds were waiting for them.
The Chuds.
Froyo said we're running it back with the Chuds.
They were.
That was a very back and forth match. Like very much like pretty much every round except for that last one, maybe another one. They both teams capped the point down to 10 seconds, like at most 10-15 seconds, which is like, geez, going back and forth. They both wanted it, so that was very fun to see. We definitely saw Sandblast go early with the sniper, a lot of early success with the sniper, but Grand Slam responded for sure. Started winning those SVSs, and it kind of opened